This is the Transformers Legends LG59 Triple Changer Blitzwing by Takara Tomy. I picked up this figure at Our Toys, and it is a brand, well, not really brand new, but the latest Legends figure from the Takara Tomy line of Titans Return figures. This is their version of their generation's toys, and as you can see, there is a shuffler repaint. So this video is going to be a comparison video of the Titans Return Blitzwing with this one, and unfortunately I don't have a shuffler anymore because I sold it. I felt I didn't need it. I might get it again on clearance, but yeah, I don't have anything to compare. But you basically have an idea of what shuffler is. Shuffler was like purple and gray, and this one is obviously so much different. It's black, silver, and gray, so really no comparison. And you got a new head right here, same head, but the paint apps look so cartoony. And if you recall, most of these Legends that Takara Tomy are doing the show accurate version models of the figures, while Hasbro's doing the toy accurate version. And these, the Titans Return, are, I believe, the last of those dichotomized figures, because from Power of the Primes, everybody is going to be the same. So he comes with a nice little instruction booklet, very nice. So yeah, very cool. Which all right, and then something crazy is going on, and they start fighting. Okay, and all goes well. Let's get him out of packaging. Okay, all right. Looking good so far, so good. I haven't opened him up. First time we're gonna see it together. I just take out the manual just in case there's a NSFW image there. So anyway, let's open it up. So let's compare it with the Hasbro versions. Obviously, let's start with Shuffler. I don't have to compare. I don't have anything to compare it to, but you get the idea. Yep, very, very cool. Rhino mode. Nice silver paint. Nice red paint on the eyes. Yep. Not Rhino, Mastodon or Elephant mode. I apologize. Pretty cool. All right, gun. It's not a Target Master, so I'm glad they changed the color as well. This is a deep type of Grimace, McDonald's Grimace type of purple. This is more of a light purple, Cyclone, no, not Cyclonus, Galvatron type of purple, I think. Periwinkle, or yeah, bordering on Periwinkle. This one is really violet purple. There you go. All right, same thing with the sword. Exact same difference. They're both glossy. Pretty cool. On to the Headmaster or Titan Master. And this is the Hasbro version with the blue face. And this is the Takara Tomy version with the gray face. The light on this one is more of a canary yellow. This one is more of a banana, glossy type of yellow. This is a matte type of yellow. Pretty cool. The red paint, this is a lighter red, I think. This is a darker red, or it's just an illusion created by the contrast of colors. I don't know, I'm kind of liking the glossy yellow on this one, but the face, I'm liking this one better. I love the show accurateness of it, and as you can see. So, wish it were glossy, but that's what it is. So the beige plastic that they use, this is more of like an army type of beige, desert camo. This one is a lighter type of buttercream type of beige. So interesting. And again, the anime Japanese continuity, this is Blitzwing, and that's his mech. Whereas this one is a different Titan Master in the Hasbro continuity. And as you can see, differences in plastic color, in paint, Obviously more paint with this one. The head sculpt, same, just painted differently. Right there. All right, pretty cool. That's that. And on to the actual figure, the jet. Okay. All right. Looking good from the get-go. I am just loving it. In packaging, I was like, man, I was talking to the owner of Art Toys, and I was like, dude, you got to get me that. I saw pictures on the internet, and I was like, he says, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's coming. And then, good thing he had these, and it's so much like the cartoon. Like how we saw him in the 80s when he joined the Decepticon ranks. And this one is really looking like the toy. So if you're going to ask me which one is better, again, just like Octone or Octane, I am pretty much torn. I love the lightness of this, the anime or animation accuracy of this one, but this one, more than being toy accurate, the toy had much less purple than this one. I can tell you that. I had it when I was a kid. I broke it in several pieces. I had the Takara Chefatron version, which was in green and beige, and I broke it. But I can tell you this, the color scheme on this one, I am loving it because it's so close to the toy, and it could pass as animation colors because, yeah, the contrast of that deep purple and beige, desert camo beige is really nice. Whereas this one, that buttercream with that purple yam type of color is just delicious. So I'm still going to be biased with Takara Chefatron, but the contest is very, very close second. I think they're both pretty good, and I am hard pressed not to sell this one. Usually, when I get the Takara Chefatron, I sell this one, but I sell the Hasbro, but I don't think I'll be selling this one. And actually, this is the second one I bought. I sold my first one when it went on clearance. I bought it again, but yep, I think both Blitzwings are staying with me, and they just look fantastic. This one, though, hides that the tank parts better than this one for some reason. I don't know. What do you think? But yeah, even the thrusters, look at that. I like the contrast with this one, but look at this one. Metallic purple on the thrusters. I mean, how can you beat that? Look at that. Just juicy, delicious. It's like a, yep, metallic ice cream, metallic purple yam ice cream. Like here in Manila, one of the popular flavors of ice cream, if you go to any ice cream store, is purple yam, or we call it ube. For you Filipinos watching, you know what ube is, right? And it's one of the more popular ice cream flavors here. Not a big fan of it, but that's what it looks like. All right, so that is jet mode. And here are both figures in their tank mode. Hasbro version, Takara Chefatron version. And again, very, very close contest. I'm liking both versions. This one just looks so delicious. It looks like a buttercream cake. This one looks more like, it really looks like a toy tank. I am not kidding. I mean, despite all the breaks in colors, I'm liking this version. It's like a space tank or something. This one, just delicious colors on it, and really, really enjoying both versions of this Blitzwing. And okay, let me just quickly show you each and all the angles of this one. It looks really nice. You see the stickers are very shiny on that. That's fine. As I said, it looks like a space tank. Interesting to note that with both versions, this is the second Blitzwing I've had. I've been able to transform the legs properly. If you recall in my previous video, the legs would not pop as flush as I wanted them to be. But for both versions, I was able to do it very flush so that they roll nicely. This one rolling is less. Wait, let me just do that, okay? But they do roll nicely now, and I was able to do it for some reason. Maybe it's a running change of the mold or something, or I don't know. Mold degradation, maybe. Also, if you recall, when I reviewed Megatron and the first Blitzwing I had, the wings were pretty loose. For this version, the wings are not super tight, but they're not as loose, and and as the previous ones I've reviewed. They don't pop off as easily, and this one actually locks better in place than the previous molds that I reviewed. This one, very, very tight wings for some reason, especially this one. The one that was supposedly loose in Megatron and Blitzwing is much tighter, and because of that, it's having trouble sticking or staying in place with that with that friction friction lock on that peg, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, tight joints, I'm not complaining. So very, very cool. They both have the same articulation, and of course, you can put their Titan Masters, or Blitzwing himself in this regard, at the cockpit, at the tank barrel. So really, really nice. I have so much praises for both versions. And there you go. Let's get them in robot mode. And here they are in robot mode. Here's the Titan's Return Hasbro version and the Legends Takara Tomy version. And again, both looking extremely well, looking extremely nice. Before we start comparing the details, let's start with this guy before we forget. Shuffler, I think. I didn't have time to translate the katakana, the kanji, but yeah, transforms exactly like Shuffler, transforms exactly like Ramhorn. So, tank mode, and obviously you can put a Titan Master here and store him in head mode right there. Okay, so stand right there. And then that. All right, gun mode. Okay, can put Shuffler, or yeah, whatever he's called, right there. They look great, both of them. Look, this one looks like food. This one looks like a space toy. It's just amazing. Well done. And I'm going to be pretty biased with this one because I love the cartoon accurate versions more, because I wanted my toys to look exactly like the cartoons. I saw them on the show for some reason, but that's just how it is. But this one, again, take nothing away from it. It is amazing. It is a great toy. It's a great version of Blitzwing. It's probably my favorite version of Blitzwing, and I'm so glad I didn't succumb to the temptation of buying the third-party products of these Transformers. My philosophy, my motto is just stick to the official licensed merchandise, and you know, patience will pay off. So yeah. Okay, so let me just show him around, turn him around, and show you. Very nice. And again, everything on this guy is super tight. The wings are tight. The joints on the arms are like super tight. The legs are just tighter than usual compared to the Hasbro version. I don't know why. There seems to be no mold degradation with this one. This could have been the first, I don't know. Or it could be the thickness of the paint that they've used for most of the parts that's just putting that tightness in it. And I am just loving it. Really loving it. So, you know, they both get a 10 out of 10 for me, but if you must collect one, you know, if you're happy with this one, if you want to go, you don't want to spend too much on Blitzwing, sure. But if you're really a diehard collector of these G1 modern adaptation of the G1 toys, or the G1 characters we've all grown to love back in the 80s, this is the one you have to get, or get both. For me, quite frankly, I am probably keeping both, unless a buddy of mine really insists on getting the Hasbro versions or whatever. But I do love both figures, and I'd like to keep them both. So unlike the Cup and Hot Rod or Blur or Twinferno, not Twinferno, whatever that guy's name is. But, you know, the Takara Tomy version really stands out. But for the Tripletrons or the Triple Changer, since Octane is a Triple Tron, I think they're both equally nicely done, at least for Octane, and Blitzwing. Astrotrain is a different story. You know, Astrotrain, much better. The Legends is definitely much better. There's no comparison to that. So speaking of Astrotrain, here he is. Let's put the whole gang together. And then Octone in Japanese and Octane for Hasbro. The box said Octane, so I'm just reading it. So height-wise, Astrotrain is still the tallest, of about 7.5 inches, 7.25 inches tall. Blitzwing stands at about 7 inches, and Octane, I'm going to call him Octane, is 6.75 inches tall. But they all look great together. Takara Tomy versions look great. If you're going to stick with the Takara Tomy for this one, might as well get everybody. Very biased about Takara Tomy. I apologize if you think I'm praising it to the high heavens of too much, but they're just really nice. But again, like I said, needless to say, the Hasbro versions of both Blitzwing and Octone are amazing in their own regard, and in their own right. And I, you know, it's great to have these modern adapted versions of our G1 favorites, and I'm just not complaining at all. I love what Hasbro and Takara Tomy are doing, and I'm very, very excited to see more with the power of the primes, despite what this whole unification campaign thing going on with Takara Tomy and Hasbro products being exactly the same and identical. I don't care. I'm excited to see what both houses come up with next. So very, very nice. Definitely a must pick up if you're collecting these Generations and Legends line. The Transformers Legends Takara Tomy LG59 Blitzwing with his buddy Shuffler, I suppose. Thanks for watching. If you have to absolutely, if you must see how it works, take out Blitzwing. Okay, so stand right there. And then you turn him into gun mode. There. Yeah. That's a little bit tight. Hold on. So, if you must know, it's a little bit tight compared to the Hasbro version for some reason. Well, not that tight.